Hey guys, thanks for joining me here at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled the cards so that we can get started right away. This will be a general reading for the collective all zodiac signs. So I'm going to place 4 cards on the spread. We're going to talk about what's going on, what is it that you don't see, the advice, and also the outcome if you follow that advice. So let's move these over so you can see them better. Or maybe like that. I don't know. You let me know. What do you think of this view? Okay, so it's not going to be a permanent view anyway. I'm just not at home. So in the position of what's going on right now is the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups, to me, it looks like there could be offers being extended to you, maybe invitations being extended to you, but for whatever reason you're like, no, I can't, or I'm busy, or whatever, I'm not interested, whatever the situation is. So you've maybe said no, or I don't know if it's one singular person who extends an invitation week after week or every day, trying to bring you out of your shell, maybe. And maybe you're just not interested in this person or whatever they might have to say or whatever they might have to offer. Maybe you're not interested, right? So you continue to say no at these advances. But there's this cup here, which is a little bit different than the rest, right? It's kind of being extended by maybe someone different. It could be the same person who's extended all these others is approaching you in a different way, right? Perhaps this is just an example, but maybe they've extended invitations. Hey, do you want to go for drinks, or do you want to go for whatever, and let's get some dinner, and you're like, no. And maybe you think that there's like a romantic undertone, and you're like, no, I'm not interested in this person in that way, I don't want to go. So you continue to say no, but then maybe they send you an invite and saying, hey, really, I really just want to pick your brain about this opportunity or this new venture, or maybe they want your advice on maybe they're switching a new job and want your input, or maybe they want to practice interview, or whatever the situation is. The reason that they're extending these invitations to you is actually different than what you initially thought they wanted, right? So now they've piqued your curiosity. The Fool card in the position of what it is that you don't see, it does look like a new opportunity, right? So it could be like a business partnership, just starting a new phase, a new cycle in your life. I feel that this is taking a risk, maybe something that you hadn't thought of before, maybe that you have, but maybe you didn't have a business partner, or a business like investor or something like that. Maybe you didn't have that lined up. Maybe you didn't have a cheerleader. Maybe you didn't have a like a co-signer or something like that, but something brand new is giving you this opportunity, and maybe even this enthusiasm to start a new phase or a new cycle. So in the advice position, the Magician energy, Gemini energy as well, which represents Mercury, right? Communication. So I feel that the advice here is to communicate, use your network to maybe get feedback, or if you were, for example, starting a business or a new venture of some kind, maybe you use free tools to gather opinions, like a survey or something like that. So using the tools that are available to you, there are so many different free options, free platforms for marketing. For example, you can use Canva, or Chat GPT is pretty big right now, and Calendly if you want to book things. So there's free tools available to you that you don't have to really put a whole lot of money into if you're starting a new venture, right? So use the free tools, use the tools that are available to you, use your network to maybe conduct surveys and see how you can improve a product, service, or business, or whatever kind of idea. Use those that are available to you. That's the advice here. As a result, you get the Five of Cups, which to me, I mean, even though it looks, like sad and melancholy, I don't get the impression that's true in this case. To me, I feel by doing these steps, right, accepting the invitation, having the conversation, starting a new phase, using the tools available, you'll be able to avoid this dejected kind of feeling or atmosphere. By doing all of this, you'll be able to avoid regrets of not pursuing something, right? Also, I want to point out we have the 4 and the 5, which signals progress, right? Progression in a situation. So, what started off as an idea is progressing into something more likely, right? I feel like there's something that you've thought of. Maybe I should start a business, or maybe I should do this, and you just didn't know where to get your foot in the door. You didn't know how to get the start or the beginning. This person is going to provide that for you. So say yes to the invitation, say yes to the offer. I feel that it's going to be a productive conversation, and it's going to lead you toward a feeling of, man, I'm glad I had that conversation. I'm glad I listened, because now I'm feeling motivated and driven to make this become a reality, right? So I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, if you have questions, of course, email me. I'm not doing the weekly zodiac readings any longer. I try to fit them in when I can, but it's just not working out that well. So if you have questions or want a personal reading, reach out. My email is in the description box. Good luck.